Now, when you see big financial institutions coming and reiterating buy ratings onto a stock, it means that, of course, they are positive. They see the stock doing very well. And in this case, today, NEO just got a buy rating from Morgan Stanley, as seen on the screen, with a price target of $5.90. Now, Morgan Stanley indicated that this is based off their new development of NEO launching the ET5 Touring, ET5 Mid Sedan series, as this strengthens NEO's position in the competitive 300 RMB segment to support its growth trajectory. And Morgan Stanley's success rate, of course, in recommending stocks is 38.9%, meaning that if they recommend 39% of the times they are right. If they are saying a stock, they recommend a stock, then it means that a stock will probably do well. But it's not yet at 50%, it's still 39% or almost 40%. But getting a buy rating with a recommendation or with optimism that is coming from the launches that NEO just did, especially over the weekend of the ET5 Mid Sedan, ET5 Touring, you and me can agree that this is always good. I did say on the previous video that I'm going to load the boat today, which I will show you, of course, the dates or the days as I am after I've loaded. But today it is the day for me to load the boat again. I loaded last week, I'm loading again today, because one thing that I realized is that regret is worse than failure. So what I'm going to be doing from now on, each and every month, twice a month, I'm going to be buying NEO. Instead of just buying once a month, which I was doing in the past, I'm going to try and buy NEO twice a month on a minimum. It can be thrice, it can be 4 times, but I want to try my utmost best to add or load onto NEO twice a month. This is something that I'm going to do starting this month. Last week I added, today I'm adding. So I would have acquired or increased my holdings twice this month. Next month is the same game. Next month, but chances are very high that now instead of twice, I'm going to do it 3 times. So I will buy NEO maybe the 2nd week of June, buy NEO again the 3rd week of June, buy NEO again the 4th week of June, because I do get some payments maybe around those periods, which obviously I'm going to use that money to go and buy, or chunk of that money that I receive is going to go and buy NEO. I'm at that point now to say that, look, whatever money I get, I need to make sure that I'm buying a bit of NEO with that money. Yes, I can be doing other things with the money, but NEO has to be part of the plan, which is what I'm going to do. And this is another reason why I'm going to do it this way. This is another reason why I'm going to invest onto NEO, because a lot of analysts are starting to become so bullish onto NEO based off the models, based off what they see, the technology. I mean, today we got the insurance registrations, which revealed to us that last week NEO scooped or scored 6,500 vehicles, which is something that is great, something that is so amazing, and shows us the performance that we can expect to see from NEO in the future, especially knowing that this week NEO is already starting to deliver 2 more models of the 2025 facelifts models. I mean, in total, NEO year to date, they have launched 6 models in total. 6 new models have been introduced or have been launched this year, from the ET9 to Firefly to ES6, EC6, ET5 Touring, ET5 Mid Sedan. In total, NEO has launched 6 new products, and these products, from analysts, they are expected to increase the sales or the demand of the orders inflows that comes to NEO, which is something that is just so great. Users that buy the 6655 models, that is the ES6, EC6, ET5 Touring, ET5 Mid Sedan, they get free battery swaps for the next 5 years. This is what NEO is giving out there as a way to attract customers to come and buy their cars. And do I think they will do well? I think so, because battery swapping remains that one thing that, when you talk about the fast growing EV space, you cannot ignore it, because it plays a major role from the consumers or from the government, Chinese government, to, of course, those that are buying the NEO cars. It plays a huge role. It is so convenient because those battery swapping stations, we know that they are like power banks, right, for the users, for the city, all over where they are, right? Meaning that if the city is in need of power, battery swapping stations can be able to release the power into the grid, which is something that is great. Yesterday we were talking about vehicle to grid charging stations also, where users are going to be paid 5 yen per kilowatt hour if they are disposing of their power instead of charging onto the grid. NEO is in the forefront into this technology or into this system, because you know that there are already quite a number of chargers of NEO that are able to do this. Instead of you just charging, you go and plug, you take power out of your battery, and you get an incentive for doing that, which is 5 yen per kilowatt hour, which we calculated that if you are disposing of 100 kilowatt hour into a charger, you get roughly around 500 RMB or $60-70, which is something that is great, right? And it shows you that, look, NEO is a company that is just set for greatness, because it's a lot that they are doing for this growing EV space, or in this growing EV space. It is for that reason that other even premium brands are starting to see the technology that NEO is doing and creating something similar to that. Stay by wire, we saw that first from NEO. Active suspension, we saw that first from NEO, and other premium brands are starting to go or are wanting to also have that same technology that NEO is having, which I think again it reminds us of who NEO is and where it is headed. So I am very happy, I'm excited, man. I thought I'd come and give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. It takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least you get to be notified every time I drop a new content. So Morgan Stanley believes that NEO ought to be trading around $5.90, and they just gave them a buy rating. This simply means that, of course, very soon the stock price of NEO will recover, and what better day, or what a good day to go in the market and try to buy NEO, right? I know there's fierce competition in China, where BYD also announced that they are going to slash or cut their prices onto their models by 35%, which this might trigger some discounts that could come from even EV or our very own car maker like NEO, right? But let's wait, let's see, let's evaluate what transpires. Until then, NEO remains that stock that it's set for greatness. A lot of investors, analysts are expecting great stuff to come from. So tell me what you think about this. Just thought I'd give you this quick updates. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so that at least you get notified every time I drop a new content. It takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least it gets to be spread out, so that at least other people can see what NEO is busy with, what analysts, big banks are saying about NEO, because this also carries some weight to some of the investors, though sometimes you just have to be careful how you analyze or how you take a recommendation from these big institutions sometimes, because they can short a stock or they can say bad about a stock and then change the sentiment in a space of 3 to 6 months. I mean, Bank of America is one of the banks or financial institution that has been negative onto NEO, but can I tell you something? They've been buying NEO shares like crazy, which therefore simply means that you need to be careful of who you listen to. You need to do your own due diligence, that at least you don't get to be carried away. I'll see you on the next one. Let's end here, and God bless you all.